My name's Thomas Kenny, and the centre number is 33372 and candidate number 2212. And my speech today is going to be about the EU referendum that was held on the 23rd of June to decide whether Britain would remain or leave the European Union. As was decided on the morning of the 24th of June, 72% of Britain's population voted 48 to 52% in favour of leave the European Union. So what are the benefits and drawbacks of Britain leaving the EU? Well, trading is going to change massively when we leave the EU in 2 years, as Europe accounted for 44% of the UK's goods export in 2015. Also, major businessmen like Richard Branson says he's lost a third of his company's worth due to the Brexit, Britain exiting the European Union. Another drawback is the decreased worth of the pound compared to the dollar, and that's involved with trading again. However, one benefit leaving the EU is that we can take back 350 million per week, 350 million pounds per week that we used to spend in the EU, and we can fund things such as the NHS. Another benefit is that we can control ourselves due to independence, and we can decide what we want to do with our money in the country. So another question that people will ask is who will be our next Prime Minister, and Theresa May will be our next Prime Minister, which will be decided in a couple of hours. She is the leader of the Conservative Party at the moment with a lot of experience, and she's a Secretary of State. That's it. Any questions?
Do you think we should have left or stayed in the EU?
I think we should have stayed in the EU. It's just going to ruin our trading and alliance with Europe, and it could cause problems with like the pound compared to the dollar and the euro.
How do you think David Cameron left?
Because he was on the Remain campaign and they obviously lost it, and he offered the referendum as well.
What do you think will happen next?
Like I say, Theresa May will be elected later today, and I reckon she'll sort Britain out.
Why does it take so long to actually leave the EU?
Just because all the trading partners in Europe.
Why do you think all the MPs quit?
Because they're all on the Remain campaign, the ones that have left. Well, apart from what's it called now? Labour MP.
Do you think there was any benefits at all of leaving the EU?
Yeah, like we have our own independence. We don't have to do what Europe tells us really now.
You mentioned that there was a 48 versus 52% split. Do you think that is really high enough for us to go through with the split?
A lot of people that voted to leave was due to immigration because a lack of jobs due to the free movement in Europe. So if we did it again, I think we would have stayed in Europe.
So do you think we should have a second referendum then?
Yeah, I think we should.
Why?
Because everyone's realising the consequences that actually come with leaving Europe.
Any more questions? No? Okay, well done.